What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your guy J-Day Football as well. Love and light, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna get monetized for this video, but it don't matter. Just wait for a couple of people to come in on the chat before I get started. It's just an open discussion about my construction and where I'm at and what I have left to do. So just wait for a couple of people to come on in. Okay. So yeah, I'm just, want to talk about my construction, where I'm at. So now that I done pretty much did, the roof and everything and the electric and the plumbing installations and stuff, I'm gonna be working on the plastering of the walls. I done took some footage today up on the property, so I'm gonna put the video out maybe later on this evening so you guys can see, where they're at in terms of the construction. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work, but I done came this far. I gotta finish up. But when I do come back, I'll be ready for the windows. I'll be ready for the windows, the bars, the flooring. I was just talking to my builder today about how I'm going to set up the pool, because he asked me if I wanted ceramic tiles in the pool, and I'm like, nah, just make it regular, like paint it blue, like normally. Like I don't really need to put ceramic tiles in the pool. I don't really see no need for that. And then he sent me some other stuff that I have to look at, like the outside, and I'm trying to figure out like when it comes to the tiles and stuff, the flooring, trying to figure out if I should ship, the flooring from the States to Dominican Republic. My builder was telling me it's not really big of a difference, you know what I mean? But I'm just like, I probably would save money with my Home Depot credit card. I get a discount with that, look and see what's on sale. So I got to kind of figure that out. But my partner did tell me, because he's Dominican and he knows best, he said one thing that he recommended I should get from the States is the paint. The quality of the paint in the States is better than here for the house. Like the base paint for the house, the inside and outside, he recommended me to, to have it shipped from the United States. So that's what I'll probably end up, doing with that, having it, shipped or whatever. Let me go into these live chat. So guys, if you guys have any questions that y'all want to ask in terms of my build, that's what I'm here for. What's good, fams? Give a view during daytime. Okay, during the daytime, what, like a view of the crib, or what do you want me to give a view of? Because I was just up there today, as I said. I took some footage upstate, just the workers doing some work or whatever. They didn't really do a whole lot, but, they're getting busy up there. They're smoothing out the ceilings. They're smoothing out the walls. They're working mainly inside. So the last thing that I'm going to do is the flooring, only because my main thing is securing the home, making sure that, can't nobody get in there. So there's no point of putting floors down, and the windows and the bars ain't up. You know what I mean? And thank God I have my partner. As I said, he's Dominican, and he told me, he's like, I'm gonna make sure. He says, it's not all. He said it's not about it looking nice. It's about making sure that your home is secure. That's what it's about. So I said, you know what? You know best. He was telling me how he wants me to have it done in terms of the bars, so I don't have to worry about anybody ever trying to break in. And he said, I'm going to make sure. He said, listen, you're my friend, you're my partner. I want to make sure that your house is secure. That's what it's all about, securing your home. Okay, so you want a view of the crib. Well, right now, Duck man, they're working in there, man. It's so much going on in terms of the construction. Like I couldn't even go in the rooms because they're in there smoothing out the walls and the ceilings and stuff like that. But I did get a little footage of them working, so y'all can see that they getting busy up there. Voice of Conscious said, "What's up, JD? How is the Sue. Can you tell us what's your favorite spot to eat real Dominican food in Sosua or whatever you are, wherever you are? Well, my favorite spot is it's two favorite spots. It's this local guy here in Puerto Plata. You can check out the video. The name of the restaurant is called Gordo Lambi. Food is amazing. The man worked with seafood for a long time out in Maymon. So now he's got his own restaurant right out of his house. Nice little setup. And then, Maymon, that's where all the locals go for the fish. Is inexpensive, good quality seafood, man. It's called, you got Los Primos is one restaurant in Maymon, and then Parada John. Parada John, hands down, because they fry that fish with the wood. They fry it, yeah. They're using wood to fry that fish, so and you can smell the wood when you tasting the fish. Is amazing. But yeah, man. So with the back to the crib, I'm just I'm working hard, guys. I got to go back home, do it all over again. Last year, I came to DR like 4 or 5. I made 4 or 5 trips. This time around, I don't really have to come back and forth like that, only because I have my team behind me that's making sure everything is taken care of, and I don't know if you guys who tuned into the video that I did with the Dominican route, one of the things that I said is like, yo, it's you got to find somebody that you can trust. Once you start building, it's not easy. It's not easy trying to find somebody that you can trust. So that's important, especially if you're not going to be here on ground to make sure that everything is getting done step by step. You know what I mean? And I have paved the way for a lot of people. It done cost me a lot of money, but anybody coming through me, you ain't got to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that because I done paved the way for a lot of people, Now, you decide to go with somebody else, that's, so be it. But my experience and what I've gone through and the team that I have behind me, I'm 100% confident that anybody that's coming through me, they're going to be all right. I mean, look at my construction, the proof is in the pudding, But, yeah, right now I'm just like going over, before I leave Dominican Republic, I want to get an estimate on, flooring, windows, bars. I can't do all of that right now, like I said, because the guys are in there working. So there is no room for anybody to come in there to give me an estimate, So I'm hoping by the middle of next week, because I'm leaving out next Friday, but I'm hoping by the end of next week, I'm able to have somebody come out. The guys will be finished on the inside and be able to work on the outside so that I can have somebody come in and do all their, give me the estimates. And then once I get the estimates from the guy that's going to do the flooring and the windows and the bars, I'm going to get 3 estimates. I'm going to make sure y'all know, who's the best person to go through when it comes time for you guys to get, do your build, okay? So don't worry about that. I got y'all covered on that. I put the video out, the best ferreteria to get your materials. We got 3 estimates. That ferreteria was the cheapest out of all. So, I'm trying to save my people's money, okay? So I'm going to make sure I put that out there for you. Let me get back to some of these comments. What is the difference money-wise between building a house from scratch versus buying an already built house or an apartment? Well, when you're building a house yourself, you're saving a lot of money. Only because when you're buying something that's already built, they're selling it at market value, So that's why it's cheaper to build, if you got somebody behind you that's going to do the right thing by you, that, it's always cheaper to go that route because you're customizing it the way that you want. One, everything that's being put into your home. 2, and you're seeing your reality come to life. 3, you know what I mean? I think it's exciting. I think it's fun. I mean, yeah, it could be stressful at times, but nothing comes easy. You know what I mean? And then another thing, you may have a certain budget, but you always go over your budget. With my home, I'm taking my time because I want to put, I want it to be nice and I want everything to be done right. I want it to be a quality home, And my partner was like, you're not building a home, right? He's like, you're building a villa, and I'm like, I didn't really think of it as like that. He's like, nah, bro, you're building a villa. You're not building a home, you know. So somebody asked me, well, how, you know, what's your, what is, you know, when do you think that you'll be done? I'm giving myself, well, right now my focus is finishing the first level. Once the first level's done, then I could work on, you know, the second level. So I give myself hope, you know, by, I would say by the end of next year to have the, or maybe even sooner than that, you know. Though it's all how the money comes, you know what I mean? I work 2 full-time jobs. I run an e-commerce business. So, you know, it all depends on how the money comes, you know. That's how I was able to come back after 6 months and you do the third step in the process, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Hungry Baba, what's going on? Yo, Hungry Baba, man, shout out to you. Hungry Baba, y'all, he's from Pakistan. Yeah, he's a YouTuber from Pakistan, and you know, he just showing the brother love, man, and I show him love and show him support as well. Shout out to all the people in Pakistan. I hope everything is going well in Pakistan with the people. You know, I know they had that terrible earthquake that devastated different parts of Pakistan, man. So I hope you're doing well out there, bro. You and your family and everybody out there. But yeah, I'm back to the construction. Yeah, I give myself maybe about a year and a half before I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work hard, hard to get this money up to finish up. You know. But yeah, that's what it's at. And the good thing about it, like anybody that's building and going through construction, you don't really have to do a whole level I mean 2 levels at one time. You don't. Like I made sure, you know, I spoke to my builder and explained to him, listen, I you know, I'm doing this step by step, and that's the Dominican way. Most Dominicans, when they're building their home, they do it step by step. Nobody just flat out has money to build a home unless you know, you got it like that, and I ain't got it like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, the good thing about the second step is the floor is already there. The base is already there. So all I have to do is probably gonna, look like it's about to rain. It's probably gonna cost me about $1,000 to buy maybe about 2,000 blocks. I'm probably gonna need 2,000 blocks to complete the first level because I'm like, you know, I mean the second level, because I already said, I'm like, yo, I don't want to really spend a whole lot of money doing a full roof, because let me tell you guys, the roof is expensive. You know, that's a slab of concrete. Concrete, for a bag of concrete in Dominican Republic, you're talking about $8.50, like almost about $8.50 for one bag of concrete you're paying. You know, so to do that slab, I paid a lot of money for the concrete, and then you know you're talking about the plastering, the walls. They call it piscina. I forget what they call it in Spanish, but to smooth out the walls, it's a lot of cement. A lot of cement that I had to spend money on, man. So I said when I do the second level, I'm only doing half of a roof because the rest is going to be my balcony and trying to figure out, like, because my builder said, you know, you can do so many, because, you know, I got to have a roof to cover it so that, you know, to block from the sun or whatever. So he showed me different things that I could, you know, do for the balcony or whatever, because I'm gonna have that exposed. That way, I'm not spending a whole lot of money. Because my partner said, "Yeah, you're not gonna spend a whole lot of money to do the second level, only because, like I said, the base of the foundation is there already. So all the cost is rebar and cement block to, you know, to get the whole walls up in each room and in my office or whatever. So, yeah." Let me go back to some of these comments. Crazy World Peñete. Yeah, that's Peñete. Is it Peñete, Crazy World? Shout out to Crazy World. It's my dude right there. Appreciate you, bro. All the love and support, man. So Suicide Squash, what's going on, bro? How's everything, man? But yeah, bro, I'm just out here, man. I got one more week to go. I got some more content out, you know, for you guys. Beachfront property, guys. I'm talking about $60 per square meter. I have it listed on the channel, but it's nothing like going there with the GoPro and shooting it live. That way people can get a full visual of, of the property. So I got that. I got some other villas that I'm going to be showcasing. But most of all, I've been just busy with the project at my house, taking care of that before I do anything else. You know what I'm saying? And then, when it comes to showcasing real estate and stuff, that comes secondary. But I got y'all. I got y'all covered. Hungry Baba. You hungry? I'm hungry too. I'm sitting here drinking the Presidente. Got me some food. You know what I mean? About to get my grub on. The weather here has been relatively great. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It's been hot. It's been really, really hot. But that's what we need. Our black people. That's what we need. We need that sun. You know what I mean? For the melanin. Because I'm like me. Black man, I mean, I'm deficient in vitamin D, so this is great for me. Like, being out here in the sun is just great. You know what I mean? Like, we African American people, we lack a lot of vitamin D. I don't know why that is, but when I'm out here, I always make sure I'm out in the sun. You know what I mean? Taking it in. Word. Black Beauty, peace and blessings, J-Day. I appreciate you. Voice of Christians, Hungry Baba. Yeah, Hungry Baba. Yo, I don't know what Hungry Baba is saying because he's from Pakistan. I'm not sure what he's saying, but he do type in English too. But overall, guys, I'm excited, man. I'm happy. It's been a journey. To be able to see your reality come to life, and sometimes I said to myself, like, damn, you're really building a house, like, and I even question it, I even question it, not because of what I think people might be thinking, but just like, like sometimes, like, damn, you really doing this. You know what I'm saying? And working hard to do it. Like, this shit don't come easy, man. It don't. I tell my viewers all the time, middle class brother, nothing's never been given to me. You know what I'm saying? Life was never a crystal stair. You feel me? Never. Always had to work hard. The Pro Expat, who is your builder? My builder is a Dominican guy. I'm actually in the process of. We're in a process of forming our construction company, because I'm already selling real estate out here. So we're teaming up and we're just doing the construction company together. It's a win-win. He knows how passionate I am about my viewers, and especially people trying to do the same thing that I'm doing. Like, and I told him, like, not every American has money like that. Not everybody, I'm not rich, and I want to be able to give people the opportunity that I have, you know what I mean, to be able to build affordable home and not worried about people jerking them and trying to get over on them, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we on the same page, and we actually have a client that we're doing a house in Kamu. I have some property up there too. We're doing his house, a viewer for my channel from Europe. He's from where is he? He's from London. He's from London. Yeah. So we're doing his crib. We're in the process of doing that. So once my house is done, I got a lot of my people wanting their house to get done. Like, one of my viewers, I was talking to him today. He said, J-Day, I've been watching your whole process, and he told me, he said, I got the money to get my house built. He said, I have it. He said, I've been waiting to get the right person to do it. And I said, bro, just come up to the property. Just see for yourself what's going on up here. And then, you make a decision for yourself, man. Because so he got a quote from somebody, bro. I think he said he wanted a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And they was trying to charge him $220,000 USD. I told my partner that, Dominican. He said, that's crazy. That's ridiculous. And I'm like, this is you. If you see, it's not what you know out here, it's who you know. You know what I mean? You got to get in the right hands over here. Because I told him, I said, yeah, that was too much, way too much. Like, come on. If that was the case, we could buy a house in the States for that price. What's the point of coming here and spending that kind of money, on especially building? Now, it's one thing if you're buying it already, then that's one thing. But if you're building a home in the Dominican Republic, it shouldn't cost you that much. It shouldn't cost you the same price to purchase a home already built. You see what I'm saying? That's why when people ask me, oh, is it cheaper? Hell yeah, it's cheaper. Of course it's cheaper. Way cheaper, Because when you're buying a home already done, you're paying market value for that crib. You know, what area are you building in? I live in Santiago, but used to live in Puerto Plata. I'm in Puerto Plata. I'm by the Confresi, by the Lifestyles, like literally right across the street from the Lifestyles, and it's in the Campo. I hadn't been here in 6 months, and when my partner took me up in the Campo, they're building a roads up there. Like there's so much. It's about to be a lot of construction going on over there, only because the Center City's already full. Center City's already full. So now, the only space is in the Campos out in and when you say Campo, well, where I live in the Campo, it's not far from it's really not far. I'm literally 10 minutes away from the Central City. You know what I mean? I'm 10 minutes away. Yeah, I'm up in the mountains, but I'm only 10 minutes away driving to the Central City. I got I'm right next to Maymon. I mean, my location is a great location only because I feel like I'm in the middle. I would say 45 minutes away from Santiago, and I'm 45 minutes away from like Sosua. So I'm literally in between Santiago and Sosua, driving. Yeah. So it's a great location. Quiet, and as I said, it's a lot of construction about to be happening over there. When I look outside my property, all I see is, like there's $1 million houses on the other side. You can see, around, So it's a good location, and that's why I got a few of my viewers is coming out to look because they're interested in buying some property, and I told them I was like, yo, come up here with me because it's about to be a lot of real estate being sold in that area. Get it while it's hot. Because the prices in Dominican Republic today, I said that before, today's prices is not tomorrow. Like, that's just the way it is in DR. You know what I mean? I had a client that wanted some property. Once the owners met them and saw that they were American, tried to raise the price up on them. And this happens a lot. Excuse me, y'all. I'm a little hungry. Crazy World. James the Pro. What sector in Santiago? I bought in Santiago, but I also want a second place. We should link up. I'm American, but speak Spanish. Okay, James the Pro. Well, yo, you can hit me up on WhatsApp, 347-740-6350, and let me know what you're looking for. Because a lot of people are like, yo. And one thing about me, when I'm showcasing properties, it's something for everybody. What you may think is expensive, somebody else may not think is expensive. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I try to get reasonable properties and properties that are a little bit pricey. Because there's something for everybody. You know what I mean? And I really, really focus on trying to get reasonable properties because I want middle class people to be able to afford to buy homes out here build homes out here in DR too. In America, it's too late for that. Especially living in New York. Expensive as hell. I refuse to pay $300,000-$400,000 for a home. And the land ain't mine. If I default on my taxes, the government can come and take it away. No, I don't think so. Nah. So that's why I'm doing it here. It's cheaper. The house is yours. And it goes back to what I was saying about building in the Campo. You don't have to worry about taxes and building permits and stuff like that. Well, now, I think eventually that's going to change because the government's going to be like, wait a minute, these people are not paying, and then they're going to start making people pay. So that's another thing people got to, think about. Black Beauty, if you don't mind me asking you, how much it costs for land by you? The land by me, $40 per square meter. $40 per square meter by me, which is a great price. It was cheaper than that. It was cheaper than that. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, it was cheaper than that. But things have gone up in Puerto Plata, over the years. It was cheaper than that. You can get land relatively cheap up where I'm at. Only because, it's things aren't as, I mean, I have neighbors and stuff, but it's the campo, it's the country. You know, poor people don't have money, you know, don't have, you know what I mean? So, but this is what's happening. They're going in all these campos and building homes in the campos now because there's no space, like I said, in the center city. Crazy World. Jay, how come you don't extend your services to Santiago? They have cheap apartments. The only reason why I don't extend to Santiago, and it might change in the future. The only reason why is because Santiago is not really a tourist attraction. I mean, you people that stay in Santiago are people that have been traveling. Well, Americans and foreigners, I would say. People that stay there, you know, they've been traveling Dominican Republic for a long time. People that don't know anything about Santiago, they're not. Dominican Republic. You know, they're not going to be directed to Santiago. They're going to be directed to Punta Cana. They're going to be directed to Puerto Plata. You know, and so that's why, I stick with Puerto Plata, the north coast anyway. I will go as far as like Cabrera. That's as far as I'll go. Maymon to like Cabrera. You know, but like I said, that may change in the future. Channels about chicas are tired. Jay gives good info. And you know what? And you, like I said, I don't know nobody's hustle. You do what you do. You know, if that's how you trying to create your content, hey. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here trying to help other people elevate. You know what I mean? And leading by example. You know, if that makes sense. You know, that's why I created my channel. And to be honest with you, I really, if you go back to the first video that I did, I was just talking about my experience, you know, with construction, and it led to me, you know, making more videos. And then I said, you know what, I'm building my home. Why not just showcase it on my channel so that I can help people? And I feel like I know that I have paved the way for a lot of people, only because when you get connected, like I said, it goes back to what I said. It's not what you know, who's who you know. When you get in, you know, and as you see, if you guys look at my videos, who you see me with? You see me with the local people. That's how you get in. You know, you see me with the local people. I mean, I ain't got nothing against the expat community, but you know, if you want to get in, you stick with the locals. You know, that's the key, and that's how I've gotten this far. You know, this is how I've gotten this far. You know, can you type your number in the chat? Yeah, I got you. Give me 1 minute. Let me put this calamari down. I got you. But yeah, guys, this is just a random open discussion. I got new followers, you know, so I wanted to, you know, go live so the new followers know who I am, know what I'm about, you know, and then ask any questions that they might have. Let me text my number in the chat, guys. Hold on. I don't think I'm able to do that, only because I got my phone and I'm pressing the yeah, I don't think I can do that, James Pro Expat. I don't think I can do it, bro, but I'll say my number again, 347-740-6350. For Chosen TV, how much to build a simple 1-bedroom small house? Okay, well, it's not that easy. You have to get a floor plan, an architectural plan of that. If that's what you want, you would have to get an architectural plan. Or I tell a lot of my viewers, you know, just Google or go on YouTube and find a house or a floor plan that's to your liking, and you give that to an architect, and they can kind of base it off of that. But if you want a full like price, you would have to have your architectural plans so that they can give you, you know, a full estimate in terms of how much, you know, that 1-bedroom will cost you. Voice of Conscience, Santiago is not an international tourist attraction. It's a nice city, but it's basically experienced 100% Dominican lifestyle. Exactly. Voice of the Conscience is you're right. You're absolutely right about that. Not too many. It's not a tourist attraction, and that's why most tourist people, when they come to Dominican Republic, you know, Punta Cana and you know, Puerto Plata, which is tourist areas, they're drawn in, and they end up purchasing out here because they have a lot of timeshares and pre-construction, especially going on in Punta Cana. But I've been to Punta Cana. I've been there, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't like it. I don't like Punta Cana, and a few of my viewers said the same thing. Only because it's just become so it's westernized. It's like I'm not moving to DR to be in a westernized environment. There's no history there. Is really nothing there to do. That's why I don't really you know care for Punta Cana too much. It's good to go on vacation, for the resort or whatever. But other than that, outside of the resorts, it's like everything is so westernized. I mean, if I'm lying, y'all tell me, but that's just my experience with Punta Cana. You know. And then when I went, that was another thing. Why I try to stay clear from like pre-construction. And I did advertise the pre-construction on my channel only because they wanted out of it. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know. I didn't ask my partner, but anyway, like if you're looking to buy into a pre-construction, especially in Punta Cana, when I took a client there and I had to tell that client, I said, "Yo, I'm sorry." Because the construction that they had going on out there, that one model house that they had, I said I would never send another client out here for that. It just looked cheaply made to me. Everything was just cheaply done. It was like, and when you're getting into pre-constructions, you're buying into pre-construction, they're there to make money. You know what I mean? They're there to make money, and I get it. But buying to a pre-construction where they put top quality materials into the project, if they're just plastering something up, and I could look at it and tell, I'm like, this house is it was just a piece of what. That's just my experience. That's why I tell people, I think it's better to just build from the ground up. That way you. And with my home, I'm designing it how I want to. I'm putting the quality, good quality materials in there in terms of flooring and lighting and fixtures and stuff like that. Like I'm doing all of this on my own. I'd rather, because I know what I'm putting into my crib. I gotta live in it. You know what I mean? Now, if it's something that if you're just looking to build a home for an investment, then that's something different. That's something different. But even if you're doing it as an investment, still, I just feel like you still should put a quality work into it because you're going to sell it faster that way. Yeah, you might spend a little bit more money, but it's all about quality. Because once you put in that quality, then you get the quantity of clients coming in. That's just my mindset of how I think. It's not about the money. My grandmother always said, you catch more bees with honey. You know what I'm saying? So I've always lived by that. What's the safest side of DR with no robberies to build a home at? I mean, honestly, guys, like DR is relatively safe. It really is. You have a lot. I'm like my Airbnb. I'm in a Dominican neighborhood. It's just nowhere safe in these days. You just gotta know how to move out here in Dominican Republic. Live a modest life. My partner, he's Dominican. He told me a lot, schooled me on a lot of things. Because a lot of people come out here and they end up, getting into a lot of trouble. My mother always said, everybody ain't your friend. So the things that we do back in the States, you don't do here. Inviting different people in your home and stuff like that. Not in Dominican Republic. No. No. The only people that I'm having in my home is my family and my friends that I know from the States. And, and then my partner told me that too. He says, it's okay to have friends, but I honestly, guys, I watch how my partner moves. That man don't have nobody come to his house. He's with his family. He's with his family. He don't and most of his friends are American or foreigners. Yeah, my partner's, most of his friends are foreigners. And you know why that is? It's because he looks out for his people, and it's a reciprocation, you know what I mean? But yeah, he's really schooled me on a lot. But in terms of like safe places to live and not to live, it's all of how you live, How much do you think to build an 8-unit apartment? Well, I tell you this. I can't tell you that because you know it depends on the size of the apartment, the how many square meters of the apartment, you know, and then it all depends. It all depends. Like right now, I have a pre-construction. If you go on my channel, you'll see I have a pre-construction listed. Everything, the whole unit is up, but the only thing that is missing is windows, cabinets, and you know fixtures. You know the inside, but the outside is ready. That pre-construction is a six-bedroom unit, and they want 545,000. Okay, but that's in a beautiful location. That's up in Torrey Alta. We're talking about nice homes. So I'm just kind of giving you an idea, you know, of what a six-bedroom pre-construction will cost you, so that you have an idea how much an eight bedroom, you know, you. But as I said, that six-bedroom, I believe is like market price, but I mean 547,000 for that is still not a bad price. Only because once it's, I mean that unit you probably would end up having to spend maybe 75,000 to complete the rest of the place, but you could sell each unit easily for like over 200,000, you know, and that's you're walking away with over $1 million. You know what I mean? And then another thing, people ask me, is it cheaper? Is it better to do an Airbnb in Dominican Republic or you know sell condos? My thing is selling condos. Airbnb. There's nothing wrong with doing an Airbnb in Dominican Republic, but you gotta be realistic with yourself. Are you gonna be here full time to manage it? Who's gonna manage your Airbnb full time if you're not here? That's a monthly cost. Then you gotta think about the demographics. What other competition you have around you? You can't, you know, you gotta start low so that you can gain those clients. You know, you starting out, you got to go lower than everybody else so that you can gain those clients, and then you start raising, you know, your nightly rates or whatever. But you're not going to see your return faster. You would see your return faster selling condos and co-ops rather than doing Airbnb, because I did the calculations already. It would take you over 10 years, you know, depending on you know what you buy. It would take you years to recoup that money doing an Airbnb opposed to selling a condo. That's just my thing. If I had that kind of money, I told one of my viewers I would buy a 6-family unit, keep one for myself, sell the rest, okay, and then recoup. You're gonna recoup your money faster that way than doing Airbnbs. That's just my thing. And then you got to worry about people taking care of your stuff, you know. So you got to factor in all those things when you're doing investments in Dominican Republic. But I tell people straight up, you got the money, invest in doing you know, a family unit, keeping one for yourself, selling those, and then keep monopolizing like that. You know, that's how I would do it if I had the money like that. How much do you? Okay, how fast do you think I can build a place with a 20,000 monthly budget, bro? Faster than you think. 6 months. 7 months with a $20,000 monthly budget. James the Pro Expat, you can have that built with less than a year, my brother, depending on what you want, you know. And that's another thing. Like for me, as people ask me, yo, is your house, is it for you, is it for sale? It's for me. I mean, it's up in the compo. This is my first, you know, my first baby, my first project. This is my house. And my friend said, yo, you know, right now is, you know, it's not much development going on in here. He's like, but your house, when it's all said and done, it's gonna be worth a lot of money. And I know it is, because I'm putting quality work into my project, you know? Just in case I do decide to sell it, which I'm not, I plan on keeping it in the family, generational wealth, you know what I'm saying? It will never be sold, it's gonna stay in my family. What was your budget for the whole project? Okay, my budget for my whole project was initially 80,000, but I'm going over that. I'm gonna tell you that now, going over it. But that's still not bad for a 3-bedroom. Well, for 5 when it's complete, 5-bedroom, 4-bath with a pool. That's not bad. That's it, especially compared. And I tell people, I'm so confident that with my team of people, I tell my viewers, yo, go and get an estimate. That's what you're supposed to do. Get yourself 2 estimates and come see me with your architectural plans, and then we'll talk. Because I'm telling you, you're not gonna get. The only reason why I'm telling you you get a better deal going through me is because the people that I have on my team are hardworking. You know, they want their businesses to grow as well, and they know what it's like to, you know, to work hard. You know what I mean? And they know they know what sacrifices they have to do in order to, you know, to be successful. You know, and that's the kind of conversation that I had with my builder, with my architect. You know, with my partner. You know, I had to make him my partner. I'm like, bro, all of what's been done right now, it couldn't have been done without my partner. Could not have. Like, and that's the God honest truth. Voice of the conscience. Unlike Asia, the good thing about buying properties in DR is that it's 100% yours. You do not need to marry a Dominican. Exactly. And that's the truth. That is definitely the truth. You know. But you also got to be careful here too, marrying. You know. And you want to know about that? You're going to have to check out my video, my dating experience. 1 and 2. So make sure y'all check that out. But there's so many opportunities here in Dominican Republic. But I will tell y'all this from experience, and I've been traveling back and forth to 2016. The prices of real estate here is just going up. It used to be like one of the cheapest places in Dominican Republic to purchase, but it's getting expensive. And yeah, I mean, there's still, you know, places that are relatively inexpensive, but they're out in the country. They're not nowhere near like the tourist hotspots or Puerto Palos is a tourist town, but I'm not in the mix. But if I want to get in the mix, I'm only 15 minutes away from the mix. If you're looking to buy property, cheap property, you're gonna travel about an hour, 2 hours away from the airport. You know what I mean? Do you really want to do that? Do you want to be out in the country? You know, so you have to. These are the questions that you need to ask yourself before you start making these kind of purchases. Let's see. But yeah, that's my thing. You know, Puerto Plata, it's getting expensive. I've seen some of the viewers making comments of the properties I was showcasing. I said, yo, I just list them. I just list the properties. I don't set the prices. You know what I mean? And I try to showcase properties for everybody, a little something for everybody, you know, so that everybody has a chance, the opportunity, you know, to purchase something. That's what it is. But guys, I just wanted to go live with y'all and introduce myself, and I appreciate all my new viewers, man. I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all got any questions, y'all can always contact me at 347-740-6350. I'm here until next Friday. I'm definitely going to be putting some more content out. My partner's excited because he want to do some cooking segments, you know, because he can throw down, I throw down, you know what I mean? So we definitely going to do a cooking show together, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can see, you know, that. And also, I want to do other things too, you know, like different places where y'all can eat. Because since I've been here, I had to change the way I move. Because I got so accustomed to eating at the restaurants. I'm like, nah, bro. You got to start going to the local spots, getting food, and start cooking it yourself. Because I'm only living here full time. You know, you can't come here and live like, you can't live like a tourist. I can't live like a tourist no more. I'm going to be here full time. I got to start putting myself in that transitional mindset. You know, like I was here for 14 days, you know, 18 days. And I'm like, you know, I bring an X amount of money and I'm like, I tried to try not to spend a certain amount of money. Because I'm like, if a Dominican can live off of, a local can live off of $500 a month, why can't I live off $1,000? You know what I'm saying? In 18 days. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason why. Not unless you're moving crazy out here, you know. But you know, that's what you gotta start doing. Coming out here and shopping locally. I go to the Kamado and get my fruits, my vegetables and stuff. I'm on my smoothie kick every day, you know, because that was one of the things that that I used to, well, one of my downfalls, I should say, when it comes to diet and exercise and stuff. I'm like, yo, I come out here, I'm doing good when I'm in the States. As soon as I come out here and go on vacation, I end up messing up. And then like here for 18 days, eating, drinking every day, eating everything under the sun, because I'm on vacation, and I go back home trying to get myself back into my routine. That's where I mess up. So I said, this time around, that's not gonna happen. Everything that I do back home, I've done here. NutriBullet, working out every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a way of life. You know what I'm saying? Mind, body, and soul. That's just how I feel. Like, there's no point in investing out here, and if you're not investing in your health, it's a two-way street. Like, if you're not investing in your health, why the hell would you invest out here? You're not gonna live long if you're not investing in your health. Voice of Conscience, thanks, bro. You are changing the image of the passport bros or sex bros. This is the type of expats the countries like the DR needs. I appreciate you, Voice of Conscience. I really do, my brother. And that's what it's about, man. Each one teach one. I've never been a hater, man. I've always been that type of dude to try to, if I was ever in a situation to where I could help somebody elevate themselves, man, I've always been that kind of dude. Resourceful, very resourceful, and real recognize real. People know when you genuine and when you just selling them something, like they know, you know what I mean? They know. And that's what brings people to me, like draw people to me. I always say, my friends always say, you a people person. Like, we go on vacation, like, you talk to everybody. You never know who you might come across. I always tell them that. You never know who you might come across. So, yeah, it doesn't cost nothing to say hello. It doesn't cost nothing to have a conversation with a stranger. You never know where that conversation may lead. You know what I'm saying? And answer any more questions. But, yo, if y'all got any more questions, I'm gonna close out in about 4 more. I've been on here for 46 minutes. I'm gonna close out in 50. All right. So if y'all got any more questions before I close out, let me know. Y'all like the content? Be sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Anything y'all need, I'm here. My phone be ringing off, and I try to answer everybody. I really do. But if I don't get back to you, just keep at it. I'll get back to you. Black Beauty, it's a good thing you are focusing on your project and business instead of looking for women who will distract you from dreams. Stay focused. And I appreciate that, Black Beauty. I do. It's hard. It's hard. Trust me. But when I tell you I'm focused. And I told my partner that I was like, yo, I'm not even remotely interested in even getting into any relationship right now because I'm trying to finish my project. Like, when you are in that zone, and I tell y'all, for those of y'all who are about to start or looking to build, once you get started, that's your motivation right there. Because once you lay that first brick, it's like, okay. Like when I first got started, y'all, I was saying to myself, how in the hell am I gonna get the next set of money to get this started? Scratching my head, but I made it happen. I work with a lot of foreigners, man, West Indians. I love my West Indian people, man. Shout out to the West Indian folks because they like, yo, you are the, like, because I work in healthcare, and healthcare is a lot of, West Indians that work in healthcare, and they said, you are the only American I know that thinks like a West Indian, building a home, susus and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But their way of, the way that the West Indians do it, that's how I got this far. Susus and stuff, like, I ain't have a whole lot of money. It took me a couple of years to get started, but I'm doing things phase by phase by phase by phase, So this is how I'm able to make it happen. People think I'm rich, I got all this money. No, I don't. I thank God for the job I got. I mean, I work in healthcare, I work in psychiatry, so the kind of work that I do, it enables me to be able to work as much overtime as I want. Like, there's really no cap on the overtime that I work in my job. So that's how I'm able to save up, money, and you know what I mean, and do this. Thank God for the overtime. Able Music says, "Si Americano y si muda pa." Able Music, that's my dude right there. He's been watching me from the beginning. Dominican man, You know, from Boston. Shout out to my guy Abe, Able Music. I don't understand what you said. What I know a little bit, but I'm working on my Spanish. But I do communicate with Abel through Translate. You know what I mean? Because he be asking me, yo, J-Day, what's going on with your construction? He be every time I'm on here, he be on it about my construction. You know, because he's looking to get his done. And you know what it is, guys? I said it with Coach John. I said on his show. I have a lot of clients that are looking to get their house built, but you know what they're waiting for? They're waiting for me for the finishings of my home, only because I guess I'm the test dummy. Somebody gotta be the first one, I guess, and it's me. You know what I'm saying? It's me. Yeah. So that's what people are waiting on. They're waiting on the finishings of my home, and once that's done, people are gonna be. It's gonna be so much work for me and my team that it's gonna be a lot of work to be. And that's the thing. Like I thank God for my builder because honestly, guys, he's not making no money with me. He's not, but he sees the potential. He knows that and that goes back to what I say. He's sacrificing. He's sacrificing, just like me. We gotta sacrifice in life. You know, in business, you gotta take risks in business, and he's taking a risk with me, and he's taking a sacrifice with me because he sees the potential. Once he got that first client he's like, okay, yeah. So I thank God for him too because he's showing his ass on my house because he knows it's gonna draw him more clients. You know what I mean? Yeah. What's some business to start to make money out there besides restaurant and Airbnb and homes? Okay. Well, I tell you, I ain't gonna tell you what I plan on doing, but because I don't want nobody to steal my idea. But I will tell you one good business to do out here: massage therapy, health and beauty would definitely do well out here. Health and beauty will definitely do well. Who doesn't like to get pampered? A spa, you know, because the expat community is growing. It depends on what part. I should say it depends on what part of the you are. But if you're looking to start a business in like Puerto Plata, Sosua, Cabarete, Punta Cana, health and beauty, you can't go wrong. A nice spa. Oh yeah. Women love to get themselves pampered. Salon. Women love that. And then, you know, once the expat community starts to grow, start asking yourself, start brainstorming. Whatever it is that you do in the States, bring it to DR because there's going to be a need for that once the expat community starts to grow. You know, there's some things that I realize that I can't access here that I'm like, you know something, this may work here in Dominican Republic. You know, so think about the things that you can't access while you're here that could be accessible here to the expat community, you know? God will provide. Yes, he will. I'm a God-fearing man, and I always believe that, you know? Put God first and everything else will fall into place, you know what I'm saying? You know, God makes no mistakes. Like, this ain't no coincidence. Like, even me and my partner, he told me, he said he's a God-fearing man. And you know what he told me, man? That really, it gave me goosebumps because that right there solidified our relationship. He said to me, he said, Jay, I wasn't always he said, I was a street dude, and I come from the streets too. He said, I did a lot of bad things in my life. He said, but one thing I never did is, hurt anybody or, you know what I mean? He said, I changed my life. And he said, once he started to change his life, he's seen God's presence. And he said, you know what I prayed for, J-Day? He said, I prayed to God and asked him to help me to know the truth. Help me to find the truth. You know, I'm like, wow, it gave me goosebumps. And I'm like, wow, you know. But good dude, man, stand-up guy. He's done helped me this far, and that's why I made him, I can't say enough. This is why I made him my partner. I could only do but that, you know. Team up together, you know. We call ourselves the dream team because we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen, you know. I moved to DR. I have to pay taxes in USA. because I'm American citizen. I'm sorry for my English, mi amigo. Abel, it's okay, my brother. It's okay. It's all right, bro. He said, I'm moving to DR. Yeah, because, and that's what Abel said. He's moving to Dominican Republic to avoid having to pay taxes. There's no taxes here, guys. And once you start a business here, you know what, guys? What I'm gonna do? I have this viewer of mine, stand up dude. Oh man! And when I tell you, like one thing about me, knowledge is power. I'm not one of those people that pretend like I know. If I don't know, no. There's no. What's that saying? There's no stupid question. Like this man knows a lot about business here in Dominican Republic, and I don't know if he's comfortable enough for doing an interview with me, but I'm gonna try to get him to do an interview with me because he has schooled me on so many things. I mean, one thing I do know here in terms of business, it's a lot of tax breaks here, a lot. It's a lot of tax breaks. So if you're looking to open up a business here, legal business, this is the place to do it. You get a lot of tax breaks here, a lot. So you'd be surprised. And I'm gonna try to get that interview for you guys like soon because he has some very informative information that I think that would be beneficial for anybody that's looking to open up a business here in Dominican Republic. What is your favorite Dominican dish? Well, a lot. As you see, I got a lot of meat on my bones, but I would say sancocho. I love sancocho, and I haven't had that yet. But we doing that on Saturday, and on Sunday. I'm going to the river, Rio de Janeiro or something. I forgot Hamao or something like that. I've been once, but it's beautiful, y'all. It's beautiful. When we went the last time, it wasn't hot enough, because the river water is cold. Anybody that's been to the river, you just got to be hot, to enjoy the river water. But yeah, we going there, and I'm gonna have them make a nice big thing of sancocho, and just chill out and enjoy the day. But yeah, that's my favorite. One of my favorite dishes, sancocho. And my partner was like, because he can throw down too. He asked me, he said, "Yo, Jada, you ever have?" He called it sancocho de bacao. Baca. Sancocho de baca. Basically, this is sancocho made with oxtails. I said, nah, man. He said, there's this woman that lives in because he's from San Pedro. He said, there's this woman from San Pedro. He said he makes the best sancocho de baca he's ever had. I'm like, damn, that's it. And I love oxtails, love them. So I can only imagine how good that tastes. Word. And that's another thing, like, once you get out here, and because there's so many nooks and crannies, so many places in DR to visit, so many hidden gems. Like I'm gonna be like Dora the Explorer. Once I'm down here full time, I'm ready to explore. You don't want to just stay in one part. Like get out there and see what else DR has to offer other than Sosua and Cabarete and Punta Cana, if that's where you're accustomed to going. I've been to San Francisco de Macorís. I've been to Santo Domingo. I've been to Maimon. I've been to Samaná. Where else? Sabaneta, Cabrera. I done traveled, all over DR. So, I can say that I haven't just been in one particular area. I move around when I come out here. Can you get a plot of land between 5,000 to 10,000? 10,000 range, yeah, up where I'm at, you can get for 10,000, but nothing under 5,000. And you probably can get that, but for the 5,000 range, but it's gonna be like out in the country or like non-tourist area, Yeah. But if you're trying to live in a hot spot, you're gonna pay a little bit more than some. Where I'm at, you can get it for 10,000. I think you can get like 500 or 600 square meters for like 10,000, if I'm not mistaken. Well, just times $40 by starting at 200 square meters because nobody purchases no less than 200, and then you do the math. But I think 400 or 500 square meters at $40 is about maybe 10 grand or something like that. Do you think doing a mixed farming will be a good idea for DR? Yes. Yes, it will. Agriculture is where it's at. And you know why I'm telling you this? That's because I have a friend of mine that's doing agriculture here already. Oh, yeah. My only thing is that if you're going to get tap into that market, you just have to be business savvy. You know, my friend, unfortunately, anybody can start a business, but can you manage it? Can you manage that business? And he just did so many different mistakes with that business. It had a lot of potential, still does, but he's just not marketing it correctly because he has something that Dominican Republic doesn't have. And I'm gonna tell you what he had. He's you know, this friend of mine's got some bread. He got his seeds from Thailand, so he's growing out here yellow watermelons, stuff that Dominican Republic never had. Yellow watermelons, okra, and yes, and he leased this land for a while to start, you know, doing agriculture, but he's just if you're gonna do, like I said, if you're gonna get tap into that business, you got to be all in, and he just wasn't all in. But it had a lot of potential, a lot. You know, he even he registered his business. He had his logos and everything on all of his fruits. He had logos on. You know, even if somebody were to ever say, "Oh, I'm growing yellow watermelons," he was the first to do it here in Dominican Republic because he had this. He's got the original seeds. You know what I'm saying? Do you have vegan? Do they have vegan food? Not really. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, folks. Chosen TV. Who said that about the vegan? No, Black Beauty. That right there is a good business to get into. Vegan restaurants in the Dominican Republic. Because I'm all about health and fitness, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That's one of the businesses that I was thinking about starting here to cater to the expat community, because there's a lot of vegans out here from the States. A lot. You'd be surprised. You know, I like doing my smoothies and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna give you some of my business ideas. Just because I throw them out there and somebody takes them, like what we might decide to do the same business, but who's gonna be more successful at it? So I don't have a problem with that, but. Yeah, I was considering doing a vegan restaurant here in Dominican Republic. If you look at some of my dishes I throw down. And in all honesty, I did the whole vegan thing for a year, so I have a lot of recipes up my sleeve. I can manage. Let me see. I need you to plug me in with him. Four Chosen said, I need you to plug me in with him with the seeds, my brother. Okay. All right. He's actually in Thailand right now. He's been in Thailand for a while. It's funny because I'm supposed to be showcasing his house because he's selling his home in Sosua. I don't know when he's coming back, but you know something, my partner has some of the seeds. He has some of his seeds at his house, because he said to me, he said, J-Day, when your house is done, some of the seeds that I have, I'm gonna plant some in your yard so that you can grow some watermelons and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, cool beans. So you got my number. Just reach out to me on WhatsApp. FOE Chosen TV. Just reach out to me on WhatsApp, and I'll try to make that happen for you. But all right, guys, I think I went over my 50 minutes. If y'all got any more questions before I tap out, I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes to answer any more questions y'all may have. Just let me know. I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes now. And I got to get out of here. I got to upload some. I got a little bit more content that I want to upload. The video I did today at my crib. I got a video of some property in Torre Alta, 800 square meters. It's a little pricey, but Torre Alta is expensive. It's like the Beverly Hills of Puerto Plata. That's why I said that 6-family unit for $545,000 in Torre Alta is not bad, because that's where the rich people live, and a lot of rich people live in Torre Alta. I know your food looks delicious. I love the tofu stew you made. Try making it with curry also. Black Beauty did it already. Did that already. I did that already. I got some vegan recipes up my sleeve. Trust and believe you me, I do. Did you check out the fried avocado? Check out my fried avocado. Delicious. Very good. But all right, guys, I'm about to close out, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. All my new followers, man. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Y'all need me. Y'all can always reach out to me on WhatsApp 347-740-6350. I know YouTube is not gonna monetize me for this live, but this is just my way of introducing who I am. It's not even about the monetization. I just wanted to, like I said, go live and do a little open discussion and give a brief introduction of who I am and what I'm doing. All right. I saw that one too. You got to try that one. And if you don't like Black Beauty, if you don't like the beer, you can always substitute the beer for the for seltzer water. Yeah, for club soda. If you don't want to do the beer, you can substitute it for the club soda. It tastes just as good, just as good. All right. But once again, guys, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna try to do another live and get some more content out there for you guys to keep you guys entertained. All right. Again, peace and love. Until next time, it's your guy JD, and I'm checking out. Take care, guys.